Hello, good morning. It is January 28th, 2022. It is a wonderful Friday, and I've got some news from all around the world for you on today's cars. Welcome to Daily Car News. Hello, good morning. It is January 28th, 2022. My name is Gary. I am your source for daily automotive news. We've got some news for you from all over the world, from Nissan to Germany with VW, back here to the United States with Dodge doing something super cool and impressive. Now, Nissan teases the new electric Micra Successor. It is with their partner Renault. This is likely going to be the sister car to the Renault EV5. It is based on Renault's CMF BEV platform. The pics are very red, and we don't have any names yet. This will be named in due course, as they say, and I hope they do change their mind. But super cool to see. This will only be based in Europe though. Small car, European roads, it makes a lot of sense. Now, speaking of Europe, VW enters production with the ID.5 in Germany. This is the 6th model based on their MEB platform, and this is the coupe version to the ID.4. So a little smaller than the 4-door ID.4, the 4-door hatchback that you might have seen floating around on the internet. We are going to see 3 trims: the ID.5 Pro, the ID.5 Pro Performance, and the ID.5 GTX. Now, what's interesting with all these trims is they share the same battery, 82 kilowatt hours for all 3 trims, and they've got different power and different range for all 3 trims. So super cool to see what VW is working on, and I can't wait to see one in real life. We're gonna jump across the pond here to the United States. Ford has entered production with the E-Transit in their Kansas City, Missouri factory. 10,000 orders are being produced right now. The Ford E-Transit has a 67 kilowatt hour battery, making about 126 miles of range. Now that seems a little low, but keep in mind, this is for city centers. This is for A to B, hub to door. That's all they need to do. It's gonna go to the same place every single night. 126 miles is likely all you need. Now, if you remember, Ford is also doing a car-to-car charging, where if you run out of battery in your Ford Transit, call support, and I'm sure they can get a Ford Lightning out to you to charge you up and take you home. We're looking at a starting price of about $45,000 for the new Ford E-Transit, and it looks the same as it always has, wonderful and boxy, but that's the Ford Transit for you. Very, very cool to see, and I can't wait to see one and hopefully drive one in the future. We should probably put a drag race with the Ford EV Transit and the Rivian EDV. That'd be pretty interesting. Now, speaking of trucks and SUVs, did you know that they made over 80% of all new car sales in the United States last year? That is a gigantic jump from 2010, when they were only about 50%, and 2014, when they were closer to 55. So in the last, 6 years, 8 years, it's jumped a lot from 55 to 80%. Now, this is likely because relatively cheap gas and also relatively long loan terms have made it easier to own larger vehicles like this, but it is here to stay. You can see this in real life. Not only do you go outside and you see more trucks and SUVs, but also the companies that are betting their future on trucks and SUVs are doing it. Ford, Tesla, Chevy, they are all going electric with their trucks and SUVs. It's here to stay, and we are ready for it. Now, speaking of trucks, little sad news, the Mercedes-Benz G-Class has been paused until 2024. It's sold out. You cannot get one unless you, pay for ridiculous $300,000 highs with price gouging, but the iconic G-Class, known Beverly Hills all over, is sold out until 2024. What's interesting is in 2025, we're expecting the EQG, the electric version of the G-Class. So we're gonna have to see how they compete once they are back on sale. Silent moment for the hills of Beverly, where we don't have any more G-Classes, I'm sorry to say. All right, now we're gonna hop across the country to Huntsville, Alabama, Rocket City. These guys are brilliant people working there, where they are beginning the production of Mazda's CX-50, yet another SUV, right? 4,000 strong is the workforce in Huntsville, where they are building this new SUV. This is a joint venture between Mazda and Toyota. It's standard all-wheel drive with a 2.5 liter i4 or a 2.5 liter i4 turbo. You either get a turbo or you don't. We are expecting a 6-speed auto, not much else. It's an SUV. It's meant to go around town. 6-speed auto is all you're gonna need. Maybe we'll see an EV version later, who knows? We're gonna expect this in dealers around springtime and pricing to come just a little earlier than that. And last but not least, Dodge. Dodge is setting an example on how you do it when you bow out with the internal combustion engine. We are expecting a Dodge Electric program called the E-Muscle program, but before they get there, they are making sure that the enthusiasts who like the internal combustion engine are taken care of. Dodge Direct Connection is their new performance parts division where you can get OBD2 tuning kits and make an 885 horsepower, 885 horsepower Dodge Challenger. Now what's interesting is that can be warranted. This is how you do it. This is how you say goodbye to the internal combustion engine, not by making pretty little i4s, but by making a gigantic 885 horsepower Challenger. Thank you, Dodge, for doing it right. If you have an extra one, please send it my way. I would love to drive it and show the world what it is. This is how you do it. Dodge, you are doing it right. That has been it for me today. That's been it for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, please leave them in the description box down below. You can find me all over social media, Instagram if you want to say hi, Twitter if you want to say hello. My name is Gary Fasalvo, and my handles are at Gary Fasalvo. I'm a pretty simple guy. This has been Daily Car News. We'll see you next week.